Hi everybody and welcome. My name is Dawn of Embracing Dawn and this is your weekly read, August 23rd to 29. I think we still need to do Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. That's right, all of our water signs. So we're going to start with Cancer and then Pisces and Scorpio. You will both be time-stamped. If you click on the little upside down triangle in your right hand corner, it'll open up the description. And there will be timestamps right there. You can go straight to your reading if you don't want to sit through the whole time. Okay, so Cancer, August 23rd to August 29. Let's see what this next week may be bringing up for you. Okay, this deck is kind of stiff. All right. I don't know where you are in the world, but it's super hot and muggy where I am, and it's really, the sun is really, really hot. Okay, so, oh, beautiful. Visions of Life Beyond Death, number 44. So what a rich, beautiful card. Oh, if you get a chance to close up on that one, that's lovely. That is speaking to all of our connection, right? All of our energy. Visions of life beyond death. That's not really literal, but what that means is being connected to source image, being connected to our collective consciousness in the universe all around us, and seeing that, you know, beyond the concept of death, so to speak. And it can be physical death, it can be the death of a situation, you know, it can mean cosmic connection. It'll be different for all of you, Cancer, you know, but it's all around seeing beyond the you know, that illusion, so to speak, of death. So let's see what this could particularly pertain to for Cancer. We'll draw tarot. Okay. All right. So I'm not sure to start at the front or the back here, Cancer. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. We'll just go with the order of it and we'll read it out. So your very first card out is card number 1, the Magician, the Angel of Magic. The Magician is the manifester. The Magician has all of the energy. You'll see the card has all of this, the suit, so to speak, you know, with your cups, your swords, your wands, cups, swords, wands, sorry, and your pentacles, all within it. He's at the just past the Fool in tarot. So the Fool is about ultimate endless possibilities with no direction. You're on a journey, you're taking the leap. The possibilities are endless. The Magician is just beyond that, where you're bringing things into manifestation. You're actually setting some intention and starting this journey for whatever this cycle may be for you, Cancer. And you have this moving beyond this illusion, you know, this illusion of death, visions of life beyond death, so to speak. And this to me is more speaking about cosmic connection, right? So something is starting. You may be at the end of a cycle here, Cancer, and you've got the beginning of a new cycle happening here with the Magician, which is major arcana. And major arcana typically mean more significant life events than minor arcana. Minor arcana speak more to the day-to-day events or things that happen, so to speak. And the major arcana signify the possibilities of major life changes or major shifts in perception, awareness, understanding, all of that. So you've got the Magician, which is beginning, and you've got the Knight of Wands, which is action. So you are being asked. Knight is a court card in between the Page and the King. So he's got some experience, but he's not fully within his, you know, his experience of wisdom, but he's definitely got more experience than the Page, which is more youthful energy, more impulsive, less knowing, you know, more free, carefree, so to speak. So you may even be resonating with this energy of, you know, this knight, with this Knight of Swords around action, that it is time for you to take some action within this new cycle. You've got something ending and something beginning here. And then next up, you've got the Emperor, which is the Angel of Wisdom. So these court cards, you've got a lot of court cards so far. No more to come up, but you've already got 2 of them here out of 6. That's a third with a major arcana. So they can represent actual people in your lives, actual figures in your life. They could represent your energy as well, depending. Although they are both male in the picture, it's a masculine energy. It's not necessarily a male that this is pertaining to. It's the energy of masculine. So that could be male, female, any identity. It's just a matter of the embodiment of that energy, right? And then on top of the your knight, on top of the Emperor, which is also, he's major arcana as well. He's not a court card, sorry. He's major arcana, and he's right after the Empress. So he's that all-knowing wisdom. He's the angel of wisdom. He's lived through it all. He's been through it all. He's got all of the wisdom and the grace to share with you. He can sometimes be a bit of a taskmaster in terms of integrity and that kind of thing, but a very, very wise, all-knowing soul. So this could be connecting with you as well, where it's time to take action, and someone with this Emperor energy is going to come into your life, or is already existing in your life and is going to support you. Because we have the 4 of Wands, which the short for this is freedom. So this is representing a breakthrough of some kind, where you're entering a new cycle, Cancer, sometime in the near future, or you've just begun to enter that cycle, where you're seeing beyond the ending or the death of a situation or of a lifestyle, a way of being, a perspective. Perhaps you've literally lost someone's passed on, and you're moving through that, the process of remembering and grieving and letting go. That could be this as well. It will be different for all of you, because on top of this, to end out, we've got the 2 of Swords, which represents, that uncertainty, that things are at a crossroads, so to speak. They're not on a parallel path. They're intersecting, and things are not clear, so. And then on top of that, you've got the Tower, which is all about, this is the Angel of Enlightenment, because this is an Angel's deck, but the Tower is all about destruction and change, and not destruction necessarily in a negative way, but just something that exists, whether it's something physical or it's something in the mental body, emotional body, spiritual body, something that exists, the structure of it is going to break down. The structure of it is breaking down according to this reading, and you're opening up into the possibilities of something brand new here with this Magician energy. And you've got the Emperor and you've got the Knight of Wands, which is asking you to take action on whatever this is. So you're going to have a Tower moment sometime in the near future, or perhaps it's already happened, where there's a big shift. There's a big upheaval, so to speak, in how you perceive things, or what you knew, or what the situation was. And there's uncertainty. You're feeling uncertainty around that. But please look at this as a new opportunity for growth. Look at this as a new opportunity to transmute and transform from something old into something brand new, where you can take the action and move through this big shift, this uncertainty, and become grounded and hold the wisdom of that Emperor card. So that could represent you, and that will bring about this freedom that's being represented here, right, with the 4 of Wands, that total openness. So looking at this, the message this week for Cancers is to, something is ending, something is beginning. It may be a disruptive ending, it might be sudden, unexpected, it might toss you up a bit, but just really hang on, hang in there, draw on the support of this Emperor energy, whatever that represents to you, or this Knight energy as well, whoever this may represent to you, and allow the process, whatever that process is for you, Cancer, this next week coming. And this could be the beginning of a cycle that, of course, lasts longer than a week. It's just, this is the energy that's coming up right now. And it could extend longer, definitely. It could be a much longer cycle with, you've got the 2 major arcana, 3 major arcana in here. That's half of the reading already. So you know, let's pull one more card for you to round out the reading and see how things close up for Cancer. When you feel pain, simply view it as energy. Let go and give room for the pain to pass through you. And this is experiencing energy. All right, so that's it. It links back exactly. It's beautiful. So when you feel pain, simply perceive it. You know, yes, it's there, and yes, you acknowledge it, and you open up the space for it to move through, whether that's with emotional expression of tears, whether that's through meditation, whether that's through conversation and nurturing with others, whatever serves you to move and whatever your process is, Cancer, it's time to allow those things to come forward and to transmute them. It's time to shift that and come into a new energetic space where you are going to be much lighter and feel much more freedom, you know, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, as a result of all of that. So Cancer, that's your reading for August 23rd to August 29, 2020. Thank you so much for sticking with it. Remember to live big and shine your light bright. Don't dim that light for anybody because you matter. Until next time. Hi Scorpio, thank you for letting me come into your space for a little bit of time today, and thank you for joining me here. We're going to do your weekly read for August 23rd to August 29th and 2020, and just see what's going on with your energies this week, Scorpio. So we're going to draw an oracle card first to flesh it out, and then we'll get more detail with tarot. So release the dark wound and let love live. We had another one come through with this as their main message in the last set of readings. That's interesting. Okay, so there's something that needs to be released for Scorpio. Let's take a look a little more deeply with the tarot and see what this might pertain to more specifically. We've got one already. And you've got some major arcana coming through. So let's see for Scorpio. All right, let's pull the rest of them and see where we end up. Okay, beautiful. So we start out with the Chariot. And this is around releasing the dark wound, let love live. So this is all around something that's holding you back, something, an event or series of events, a period in your life that is in the past that still somehow has a hold or has some power over you. It hasn't been released. It's still stuck in your emotional body, you know, in the physical form in your cells, and it's blocking the energy and the growth for you. So here we've got the Chariot right off the start, the angel of guidance. And this is major arcana, and the Chariot is about making decisions and taking direction. So going in a new direction and taking control over that process, so to speak, right? So this is a major arcana, which generally speaks to major life events or significant things that are significant, as opposed to a minor arcana, which really speaks more to sort of day-to-day things and less time period, so to speak. So this is a deep, this is something deep for you, those Scorpio that are connecting with this at this point, because you've got the Chariot, which is all about, you know, that strong direction, as I said, and taking charge and, you know, following your inner compass, so to speak. And you've got Six of Pentacles, generosity. So you've got some abundance that wants to come through here with the Pentacles. You've got sixes are always, you know, they're generally lovely. You've got something going on here that wants to be released so you can head in a new direction, which is going to open things up for you and bring more abundance. And then you've got the Three of Cups and the Seven of Cups. So you've got lots of that emotional energy, you know, and that's you. So you've got celebration and choices with the 3 and the 7. So celebration can be anything. It can be just enjoying daily life. It can be enjoying, experiences with people. It can be enjoying your own company. And the Seven of Pentacles is choices. Perhaps you've been holding yourself back from doing certain things with certain people because it's a trigger for you. It brings back certain memories of certain event, time in your life, wherever this wounding stems from for whatever Scorpios this is connecting with. And you're being shown here, now's the time to really let that go with this major arcana of the Chariot, and you're going to make some really good, healthy choices for yourself, which is going to open up that energy with the forgiveness, and you'll have something to celebrate, with that abundance energy as well, with the generosity coming forward. So whatever this is for you, it's time to release it. It's time to forgive. And I say this all the time, forgiveness doesn't mean that you are saying that whatever happened, whatever this is for you personally, was okay. It's not acknowledging that it's okay. What it is acknowledging is you want to take your power back from that. You no longer want to sit in the past and allow that to control and reflect in your present life. You're ready to learn whatever the lessons were, as painful as they might have been at the time. You've learned those lessons, so it's time to break out of that pattern, break free of that restriction, and move on. It's time to move forward from that, And you've got the King of Wands here, leadership. This is a court card. It's a male energy, masculine energy. The figure is male, doesn't have to represent male. It can be any identity, but the energy of the card is masculine. He is the king. He is at the pinnacle of his achievement. And leadership is his key word here. So he is all about knowing where he's going. He's learned all the lessons. He's got good direction. He's all about setting that example with being in alignment and being with integrity. And this could represent someone in your life that's going to help you move through this process. Or this could represent you if you identify with this, although it is Wands. That doesn't necessarily matter. And then on top of that, you've got the Knight of Swords drama. So it could be, and the Knights are in between the pages and the Kings, right? So this is a masculine energy again, but male and male in the picture, but it can be any identity, it doesn't matter. But they are younger, they are less experienced, they're not as young as a page, which is quite youthful and impulsive, so to speak, just learning on this, coming into their mastery, so to speak. They're up there, but they're not there. Then you've got that knight that is in that middle stage that is well grounded, but this one in particular with swords is bringing up drama. So perhaps this event links back to this person or a person that represents this energy for you, this time in your life, and perhaps they're coming back in and you're being triggered, or you're having memories around it, which is affecting your present. And it's time to release that drama. It's time to release that negativity, that heavy energy. It's time to let all of that go in the best way that you can. Baby steps, do what you can handle, but the cards are saying the change is coming. You've got new direction coming forward, and it's really time to allow yourself to do that so that you will vibrate higher, you'll be more clear emotionally, and you can bring in so much more love energy when that's all cleared up, because your decisions moving forward won't be based on situations from the past. You've already learned those lessons, and you're taking what you could from it, as positive or painful as it might be, and you're moving on. You're letting go, and you're taking your personal power back. That's really what that is all about to me. And then your final card here is under Awakening Consciousness. You are not your thoughts, you're simply aware of your thoughts. So that's about being the observer. When you're on a spiritual journey, it's about stepping outside of yourself with your higher self and being the observer and watching, your ego form and your thought forms, all of those things. And then you've got that really intuitive inner voice, it can come from above, it can come from your heart space, your gut. It's different for all of us, but we all have that connection. Some of us are really working towards honing that connection and deepening that connection. Others aren't really aware of what that is, but they know that it's there. It's, it's like your gut instinct. And our thoughts, that's really all they are. They're that movie that we play, and you're being asked in regard to this situation, whatever this pertains to, Scorpio, just to really take a look at how much of the situation is being kept alive, how much of that is being kept alive, that's the best way I can say it, because of your thought forms. How much are you keeping it in your energy, keeping it in your field, and keeping it in your reality by worrying about it, thinking about it, reliving it, living in it. It's time to let it go. You know, you don't need it anymore. It may have served its purpose, you know, learned a lesson, however it pertains to you, but it's time to move on from that, because you've got some beautiful energy that wants to really come into your life, and part of that is controlling that thought process and allowing that to evolve. Okay, so Scorpio, those are your messages for August 23rd to August 29, 2020. Remember to live big and shine your light bright. Don't dim your light for anybody, no matter what. Until next time. Hi Pisces. Okay, let's get to Pisces. Next time I will do Pisces series first, because they always end up you know, with when I do them through the air, water, etc., you kind of end up last, sorry. Even when we do it the other way, it ends up last. So next time I'll try and be more mindful, and I'll mix it up a bit. So Pisces, what's your main message for this week? Beautiful. Trust yourself. Number 31. Look at all the infinite possibilities within this card. Trusting yourself. So Pisces, let's get a little more information around that and see what that could pertain to more specifically for you. Okay, I really want to shuffle these up, because the cards, sometimes it feels like you shuffle them and you end up with 3 out of 6 the same, you know? So let's see. Although the reads always come out differently, we do have some cards that pop up quite a lot. Okay. Okay, so we've got 7 of Cups and 10 of Cups, meaning, you know, trusting yourself. You're coming up with choices with the 7 of Cups, and Cups is about emotions. So you've got some choices around the emotions that you've got regarding something, and it can be anything. It can be your work, your home, your kids, your parents, your siblings, your job, you know, your car, backyard, whatever it is, you know. But you're on some level, you're not fully in tune with yourself. You're not trusting yourself, and you're facing some choices here right now, you know, in this space. Then coming up over top of that, once you make this choice, you've got the 10 of Pentacles, which the key word is home, but it represents so much more than that. The 10 of Cups is the end of that journey, and it's all about that fulfillment. Everything feels right. Everything's in alignment. However, you've got to trust yourself and your intuitive connections and really consider your choices. And I say consider your choices because you've got a major arcana coming up that affects this. So next up, we've got the King of Pentacles, which is generosity. So the King, he has, Pentacles is all about material, you know, things in the material form. It's all about the comforts, the creature comforts, having that abundance there. And the King he's at the top of his game, so to speak. He's at the fruition. Now I say he, it's a male figure in the card. It is a masculine energy, but it doesn't have to be male, female. It can be any identity, but the energy that's embodied by the person is a masculine energy. So if this pertains to a specific person in your life, and with this being the Pentacles, it could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn with the earth signs, right? So this could represent a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in your life that you need to be making choices with or around, you know, that person. Choices that affect the home, affect where things are, and what the possibilities of what they could come into. And then we have the Four of Swords, healing. So on top of this King of Pentacles, we've got the Four of Swords, healing. So there's definitely been a space where some Pisces haven't trusted their own intuition, where they've, you know, you've not gone in and reflected and really considered choices. You've maybe jumped and been impulsive a little bit, or you've you're feeling wounded around someone else's words perhaps, or the, you know, the actions of another. But with this King of Pentacles, it's around generosity. It's a positive message. So that figure is representing something very positive and healing. And it's perhaps that this figure, whoever this represents, is going to bring support and support your healing. It could also be the opposite. It could be with you, or you have to trust yourself. You've got some choices to make here, and if you make the right choices, it's going to bring about this great harmony in the home. And this, you know, this king could represent this beautiful, generous soul that is in, you know, there's healing that needs to take place between you, so to speak, or you're helping this person to heal just by allowing them, you know, to be, so to speak, and allow this healing process. But it's definitely connected to home. It feels relationship based the more that this flushes out, so to speak, you know. And this is all around really trusting your inner gut and not being reactive, so to speak, because we've got the Nine of Pentacles, like that's, you've got the Ten of Cups and Nine of Pentacles, like this is great, which is comfort. Whatever this is going to bring you into a really beautiful, comfortable space where you've got that nice, Ten of Cups here, and you've got the Nine of Pentacles here, which is beautiful. That's all around comfort. You've got your King of Pentacles. So, you know, perhaps it is this King of Pentacles energy is really just trying to get some comfort and heal and move through a process, and you're supporting that. If this represents your, you know, not trusting yourself or being asked to trust yourself around your personal situation, then this energy could be that person supporting you. But their last card up is a major arcana, and it's Temperance, the Angel of Peace. So Temperance is really all about balance, and it's not about justice like the scales of balance, justice. It's all about literally tempering yourself, literally finding that balance between, you know, what is right and what you desire and what others desire. It's really about reflecting on your choices, you know, and bringing harmony and peace into a situation that looks like it's beautiful. It has the potential to be really lovely. Trust that it can be as magical as this reading is showing that it can be, with a little bit of this healing that needs to happen, you know, by looking in and making choices. So if this is romantic, if this is based on a partnership, you know, it's really reading strongly one of two ways, where you're either needing to trust in your partner's or your group's process in their healing and allow that open freedom for them to do that without stress, and it'll bring about this beautiful harmony. You know, that could be one of the choices, or it could be that they are supporting you in trusting yourself more, and they're being very generous of their heart and their mind and their energetic space, giving you that freedom to do that and take that as a blessing, and really, you know, take some deep dives into how you are evolving right now, how you're shifting right now, how you're perceiving things, and try to look at it as an observer, you know, because if this is with a primary partner, you're a team, you know. And so often what we do as humans when we're not working from that alignment with spirit is when things get tense, suddenly we look at each other as a me versus you thing, and we're not. I mean, especially if you've chosen to make a commitment with someone, you are a team. You know, you are together. You are individuals with your own freedom, but you've made a commitment to each other on top of that. And you're not, it's not me versus you. You know, it's definitely what can we do together to align ourselves towards this common goal that's going to bring about this love and peace and happiness for all of us. You know, for both of us, all of us, whatever your situation is. So the read this week, Pisces, seems to be quickly went from general to something quite specific around, it feels like a transition in relationships and healing, and really allowing yourself to trust the process and let down your guard a little bit, maybe not be so reactive maybe, you know, really measuring with the temperance and with the choices here. This is really asking to measure, measure actions, measure reactions, as opposed to taking things personally, you know, because as Don Miguel Ruiz says, you know, the 4 agreements, don't take anything personally. It's hard when you're in ego and you're human. It's difficult not to take things personally if someone says something about you or says something that triggers, and they don't know it, but they say something. It triggers you because you have an issue with word choice or body language or expression from things that happened in the past for you that maybe you haven't resolved. And it's important to remember that that was then and this is now for those Pisces that this pertains to, that are connecting to this. You know, each new relationship, each new connection is separate from any connection you've ever had. And it's the lessons that you learn within each connection that you bring forward to the next one, not the junk, you know, because this is a new person, this is a different energy, this is what you're creating together is unique, and it's not fair to, you know, to judge situations or people based on triggers of unresolved, you know, stuff, so to speak. So let's pull one more card, Pisces, and let's see what it says. Realize that the outside world and the flow of inner emotions come and go. Yeah, but you, the one who experiences these things, remain consciously aware of whatever passes before you. So that's understanding that, you know, our emotions are not us. We experience those emotions as we move through our lives. We get attached to them, but we have that separate side of ourselves, you know, that it's not separate. We have our inner knowing, our inner soul, our higher self, our higher soul, our connection to the consciousness, and we are the observer. You know, we are the observer. We're also the experiencer, all at the same time. And this is about stepping out with this, you know, showing your true self and being seen. Here with trusting yourself, this is all about that. Trusting that the chatter that you might be hearing, the storyline that's playing out, you know, perhaps it's not the same storyline that played out before with somebody else. Perhaps it's a storyline that is to be looked at from a different perspective with the temperance and the choices. You know, it's a different energy, and just witnessing it and allowing it to sort of transmute within you might be really beneficial for you this week. So Pisces, those are your messages for August 23rd to 29, 2020. Thank you so much for sticking with it. Remember to live big and shine your light bright. Do not dim your light for anybody. You matter so much. Until next time.